Hey everyone, Greta here. Today I'll be sharing with you how to find a better balance when you're doing a one-leg standing shapes. Before we start, please like my video, share it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. When you practice a physical yoga session, you're bound to come across poses where you have to balance on one leg, like tree pose, warrior three, half moons, twisted half moons. Some of them are easy to balance while others tend to be more challenging. In general, one leg balancing shapes, this category to some people is a bit more challenging than other people. So today I'll be sharing with you tips on how to find your balance easier. Well, there are a few elements, because one leg standing shapes, again, are so simple, and simple doesn't mean that's easy, then people tend to not really think much before they get into the pose. They would just go, balance like that. But then, thing is, when we are balancing on both our legs, because we're so used to it, that there's actually a lot of things happening that we are not even aware of. So when the entire body weight is shifted to just one leg, that's when the challenge comes in. I see a lot of people when they're doing a one leg standing shape, they would just lift the leg up and then they would struggle. So what exactly is the problem? Thing is, you're not ready for it. You're not even thinking about coming into a one leg balancing shape. You're not thinking about balancing on one leg. You're thinking about just lifting one leg up. And there are two different things. Because when you're when you're just thinking about lifting one leg up, you're not thinking about staying there for a very long time. Whereas when you want to do a one leg standing shape, you want to actually balance in one leg in the most effortless way. So how to do it? Next time when you come into a one leg balancing shape, I'm gonna slow it down, all right? So start with both your feet, okay? Feel the body weight first, and then you want to gradually shift the entire body weight to just one leg without swinging the body so far away. So just kind of shift and then feel that leg grounding down firmly, the toes, the heel, and then you want to also feel the leg is actually pushing the floor away instead of just hanging out on the joints. Because again, before you got two legs, so it's like 50% body weight, but then once you're transitioning everything to just one leg, they have to work double. So every single muscle needs to work a little bit harder in order to sustain the shape. Let's say we're on the second floor, you want to feel the leg pushing the mat all the way down to the ground floor just to shift the weight to that leg, and then you lift. Because you actually give time for the entire leg to kick in, all the muscles there, like, well, the joints, the ankle, the knee, and the hip, and also the muscles, the calf muscle, the thighs, and your glutes, and all that, and also maybe possibly a bit in your lower abdomen, just to support the entire body weight. Another element is, I know that some of the one leg balancing shapes are more challenging because of the nature of it, like half moon. Do check your toes. A lot of people, when we become nervous, we tend to grip the mat, but don't do that. We're not bird, we don't claw onto the mat. We just want to be like trees, like the toes are more like tree roots where they kind of melt and sink into the mat. They are firm and solid, but they're not gripping, because once you grip, then actually the entire foot is lifted away from the floor a little bit more. And once your body is tense and frozen, you cannot sense the body. It doesn't matter if you're balancing on one leg, two legs, one arm, two arm, you are constantly moving, okay? Again, because we balance on two legs so often that we don't think about it anymore, that everything is autopilot. But once you balance on one leg and we start to move around, then we need to relax the body, especially the toes, to a certain extent, so that we can feel. Do we shift the body weight more to the pinky toe side or to the big toe side, to the heel and all that? But once you start to grip onto the mat, then you have lost everything. Once you've gripped the mat, everything becomes tight and stiff, and that's why it's actually much harder to find the balance, or to stay balanced when everything is so tight and tense. All that talk, all that demo, it's quite long, and I know that when you're actually in a physical yoga practice, you simply don't have that much time. So what you can do is practice in your everyday life, like when you're waiting for the elevator, maybe at the supermarket, waiting for checkout, things like that. play around with your body weight a bit and see how things are. And then once you become more comfortable and familiar with how you maneuver the body, then when you're actually in a physical yoga practice setting, then everything would be more effortless. That's it for my sharing for today. Hope it's helpful to you. Don't forget to like my video, share it, and subscribe to my channel, and practice with me. You know, New Year's is coming. It's time to set like a resolution. Coming to yoga practice, maybe have a more dedicated yoga practice, or trying some fun things or new yoga practices would be a good resolution. So DM me either IG or Facebook, and I'll get back to you ASAP. Take it easy.